Chapter 24. What kind of business do you do again? Zena stood at the door to JR's bedroom with her arms crossed like some kind of cop. Don't worry about it. JR stuffed a shirt into his duffel bag. At least she wasn't trying to be cute. A cop attitude he can handle, but if she tried to be cute, he still hadn't come up with a secure defense against it. Zena gave a growling grunt before she stepped in and pulled out his shirt. Is this even clean? Dunno. JR tossed a pair of pants on the bed. They were in my drawer. No use trying to pack now that the kid was involved. She'd pull them all out to fold them. She took a tentative sniff of the shirt. Ugh, it's filthy. You put it in my drawer. Because you toss your clean clothes in with your dirty clothes after I do laundry. Zena tossed the shirt over her shoulder. It landed in a hamper she had bought for him. To date, he'd never used it. I'm not your mom, you know. I shouldn't have to do this. You're supposed to be the adult around here. She fished a clean shirt out of his drawer. So you say. Jar stuffed a box of working tools in his duffel bag when she wasn't looking. No one's asking you to keep house, you know. If I didn't do it, we'd live in a pigsty. Zena folded his shirt and set it in the bag. Besides, who else is going to take care of you? Jar tousled her hair. Stop! Zena shoved his hand off, though her mouth was set in a grin. So, when are you going to come back? 3 weeks ought to do it. Jar glanced around the room to see if he needed anything else. Every night you go to Mr. Wither's house and sleep there. Zena folded the pants she had tossed on the bed. We can stay by ourselves. It is not a discussion. Jar stared at her with his mouth set. His voice took on a tone Mr. Withers had used on him when he was younger. Fine. Zena stuffed the folded pants into the pack. Jar smiled to himself. Not bad. He was finally getting a handle on how to discipline the kid. Before I forget, there's a new store down the street from Mr. Deals. I can't wait to go into it, Zena said, lifting her head. All the newest holodiscs are in there. I hope Mr. Deals doesn't go out of business, because this place is so cool. You are not allowed in. Why not? Because I said so, JR said. I don't want you to go near it. Got it? Tell your friends, too. Right. Zena sat on JR's bed. You need money for anything? JR set his shoes on the bed. Why are you putting your shoes on the sheets? Think of what you step in. Zena slipped the shoes into a plastic bag before shoving them into the pack. And there's no food in the house. Again. JR tossed her his wallet. Buy food. The rest is for emergencies only. Got it? Okay, sheesh. Zena plopped on the bed. It's not like you haven't gone away before. Catherine walked in while Zena rifled through his wallets, counting the cash and sorting through the receipts and papers he had left. Catherine walked over to JR, slipped his arms around him, and buried her face in his clothes. JR felt a lump rise in his throat. The moment Catherine had heard he was leaving, her constant smile fled from her face. She wandered around looking like she was going to a funeral. JR rolled his eyes. She was so emotional. Still, Zena, take 50 and you and Kat go buy something for yourselves. You're feeling guilty about leaving us, aren't you? Zena said. JR cast a look in her direction. Without a reply, he closed his bag and walked out the front door. He detached his platform from his speeder in order for Zena and Catherine to be able to make use of it in his absence, and stood it at the side of the house. Zena, take care of your sister, okay? Zena nodded. JR pulled his keys out of his pocket. While I'm gone, kid, don't leave your sister to wander around by herself. Stay together, even during the day. That's not fair. Zena stomped on the ground. Me and the guys have a stalker game, and Catherine hates sitting out there. She always whines and complains. You don't ever want to do anything fun. Catherine turned her nose up at Zena. You're always running around and getting all dirty. Why can't you be a normal girl and get some makeup or clothes that aren't old and have holes in them? JR rapped the two on their heads with his knuckles. You two find something to do together or not at all. I don't want Catherine running around by herself while I'm gone, and that's it. He turned aside and muttered, I'm not exactly those friends of hers that are a proper influence on her. Can't I use the communicators you made to keep in contact with her? Zena said. I can't find one of them. I have it. She pulled the earpiece out of her ear. Wait, you still have it? I was wondering where it went. Catherine can have the other one so we can stay in contact, please. Zena clasped her hands. JR turned away from her pleading face. You can use the communicators, but I still want you to stay together. But it's not fair, Zena said. Tough. Zena crossed her arms and mumbled something about pointy-eared wolf dictators. A loud pop rang through the air. Catherine screeched and covered her head, looking up at the sky from the culprit. JR swung around, searching for the cause. The porch lights flicked on, sparked, then exploded, reverberating another pop through the air. The lights in the house flickered on and then went out. I don't believe it, JR threw his hands in the air. That's the 5th fuse I've replaced this week. Zena caught the end of her ponytail. Maybe we should get Mrs. Teethy to look at the wiring. She's already checked it twice. JR snarled a string of expletives at the house and its wires. I'll take care of the fuse, Mr. JR, Zena said, patting his arms to calm him. You go on your business trip. Everything will be fine by the time you get back. She forced a smile which soon faded into a tight frown. Her ears fell as she glanced at the house. JR took a moment to calm himself. After all, he was the adult. Don't look so worried, kid. I'm sure the house is safe. It's not the wiring. What do you think it is, then? Her eyes widened as she waited for his answer. I don't know, but have Mrs. Teethy come again. Make sure she checks everything. Zena nodded. Thanks, kid. JR ruffled her hair again before stooping to hug Catherine. Catherine hooked her arms around him. I don't want you to go. Zena pried her away from him. Don't be a crybaby, Cat. You get $25 each to spend. I'll change the fuse, and we can get groceries and spend it, okay? Can I get a dress? I saw this dress in the store. It was so beautiful. Catherine wiped her eyes. Or better yet, I'll get the new book I saw in Mr. Deal's store yesterday. New book? Zena rolled her eyes. Big surprise. What's this one on? The Anatomy of Surgical Implants? She and Catherine giggled together. Kid, I told you to knock it off, JR said, barely holding back a smile at the running joke. If you must know, it's a book all about the scientific explanation behind silver foxes. Catherine hopped up and down. It's like the stories you used to tell me. Silver foxes? Zena crossed her arms. People spent money researching that? JR mounted his speeder. My tax dollars hard at work. Then again, I don't pay taxes. It could happen. Catherine's eyes sparkled, making them look like sea emeralds under starlights. Wouldn't it be cool if silver foxes did exist? They could fly and use lightning and save the world from evil and... Keep dreaming, Cat. Zena ruffled her hair. JR smiled at them. They always made him smile. Time to go. He may not have the heart to go if he lingered much longer. I'll call you later. Have fun. He pointed at Zena. Remember what I told you. Zena waved him off, pretending she didn't care. But she did. She'd take what he said to heart. She was a good girl, despite her upbringing. JR tugged on one of her ears, smiled at Catherine, then took off on his speeder.